Ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Austin. Welcome to the FOTA Fans Forum. Thank you for coming. We've gone with a different concept tonight. We hope you're going to be a lively crowd. We hope you're going to throw some good questions to the drivers we've got. We've got 5 fantastic F1 drivers. We want you tweeting. We're going to be streamed live on Pole Position on YouTube and the FOTA website. We've got a fantastic host for the evening. His name is Jonathan Green from Speed City. I'm going to hand over immediately to him.
Thank you, Oliver. Hey, everyone. Hey, Austin. It's Formula One week. Are we ready? I got 5 Formula One drivers right here for you. So let's get them on stage. Let's get talking to them. Tonight is about you guys, and I want you to enjoy it. Welcome to the FOTA Fans Forum, and it's hashtag FOTA Forum. We're streaming live on the web, so hello world. And tune in. We want to hear your questions. And just I would ask one thing. We're going to try and get to the mics as quickly as you can to you. But please respect, these guys don't have a lot of time. So respectfully, use that time well. Enjoy the night, but try to get the mic and try and get your question in. We got loads of merchandise, so I like good questions. We'll get good merchandise. Let's get on with the show. Let's get them on stage. We start with who better than the USA's, California's very own Caterham Formula One, Alexandra Rossi. From Germany, Sahara Force India, Adrian Sutil. From Mexico, you might have heard of him, Sauber F1, Esteban Gutierrez. From Venezuela and the Williams F1 team, Pastor Maldonado. And from the Vodafone McLaren Formula One team, from Mexico, Sergio Perez. Thanks, guys. And I know the kind of ridiculous schedules you guys are on. I want to talk about that a little bit. But actually, I will start with that. Just, Alexander, just give me a rough idea of what you've done today, because I want these guys to realize that you haven't been sitting in a jacuzzi all day. You've actually had one heck of a day, right?
I wish I was seeing it. Hello?
Go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. Sorry. Yeah, I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, not by choice. Still on England time. And then the first thing I did was I actually went to K1 Speed, so the Indoor Karting Center.
And you're going back there tonight, right?
Yes, I am. And had an interview with this lovely lady over here and Fox Austin, and kind of talked about something we're doing tonight that I'm doing kind of out there at the Indoor Karting Center, where people can come race and kind of just hang out. And then since then, it's just been a day full of media activities, but this is definitely the highlight of the day for me. I've had the opportunity to do this last year, and it was a great event, and so excited to be here.
Well, and I think that's pretty much, we won't go through everybody, but their days are very similar. They've just flown into town. They've got a lot of media work to do. Now, I want to start tonight, and I know as fans you'll be aware of this. Sergio Perez has tweeted out some very important information for his career today, and there's no point in me talking about it. He's right here. So why don't we get Sergio Perez to tell us what you tweeted today and tell your fans what you wanted to tell them.
Well, first of all, thank you everyone for being here. I think it's really cool for all of us to interact with the fans. We don't get to see you so often. And yeah, I mean, all what I say, already I sent the letter. I want to thank all the fans, all my fans around the world who have been really supporting me all around during this difficult year. It has been disappointed, difficult, and yeah, not what I was expecting. But I think this is life. Sometimes life takes you into other routes that you don't want, but you have to cope with it. And I think I'm still very young. I'm only 23, and I have a long career ahead of me. So looking for a good option for me to continue in Formula One. And if I don't find it, then I will not stay in Formula One just to stay. I think I will look for other options, the best for my career. So I will definitely try to find the best possible seat available for my career and to continue and keep fighting for my dreams.
Thank you, and I want to read... Nice words, Sergio.
Thank you.
I also want to reiterate that McLaren have also put out a statement today, Martin Whitmarsh saying that there are 2 more Grand Prix left to run this year, and a collective focus is on scoring as many points as we can in those remaining 2 races. And he was saying that Checo's gracious statement and being a fine team member during 2013 Formula One season. He said Checo's made many friends during his time at McLaren together as a team, and we intend to do our utmost to help him finish this year with us with 2 good results, especially here in Austin, where he has so many fans. And I think actually that's where I'd like to pick up again with Sergio. You know, and I think this goes for all of you here on stage. Austin now is turning out, for all of your careers and the future, a very important race. You now have to put yourself, and this is where perhaps we as mere mortals who just have regular jobs, and you guys who risk your life and have to be on top of it every day, this is where the best comes out of you. So Austin could be your chance to take a car that's not been the best of cars this year, but do something with it and do something for your career.
Yeah, definitely. I think Austin has become very quickly a very popular race. All the teams, all the drivers, everyone working in Formula One. It's one of the most favorite places. Obviously, people normally are based in Europe, so they have to travel a lot to come here. And it's definitely a place that we all enjoy, and especially for me, you know, with all my fans, especially the Mexican ones. I'm very happy and so much looking forward so much looking forward for this weekend, because it has been, as I say, a very disappointed and difficult season in all the aspects. So I'm definitely looking forward to meet all of them on Sunday and give them my very best, so we can have a very nice two last races with McLaren.
I had a lot of fun with the track commentary last year because I kept listening. I couldn't hear because we were in a padded box, obviously. But every time I said, and of course, Sergio Perez, he's from Mexico, and I could hear this howl. Get up. So we wanted to see how loud we could get it. So we want to do that again this year. Same for Esteban, of course. Right. Like I said, this is about you. Let's hear what you got to ask. I've got a microphone down here. Put your hand up. Let's hear from you. I would ask one request. Please don't ask one question to all 5 drivers because we'll be here all night. So try to choose the driver you want to ask a question to. Let's start with this gentleman here, right at the back. We get a microphone to you. Yeah, so, and obviously, like I said, let's try and keep this flowing a bit and have some fun with it. Jackets off, I think. Yeah, take this one. Try it again. Is it on? There you go. Here you go. I don't need one.
It's working. It's working. All right. I would like to target this question to Rossi. I just want to know, with the new regulations that are being instilled next year, I just want to know what you think it will have, especially for your team next year. Do you think it will affect lap times, or what do you think it will affect mostly?
I think the main thing is the fact that kind of everyone's going into it a little bit blind, and no one knows exactly what to expect with the changes. So obviously that'll create more of a level playing field, and obviously Caterham being one of the new teams, trying to go up against a team like McLaren or Ferrari, it's quite difficult because you're quite a ways behind. So next year is kind of a chance for all the teams to kind of re-equalize, I think. What that means what that will mean in terms of results, I think we have to wait and see. But obviously we have very high hopes for next year, and we are very much looking forward to it.
Great question. How about a shirt? Okay, that's the kind of stuff we've got. We've got plenty of merchandise from all of the teams here, so keep going. Okay, hands up. Let's pick. Yeah, we're getting there now. All right, girls, you be the choice. This man here is desperate. I'm going to get this other microphone out there.
This is to any of you guys. I know you're always on the edge, driving as fast as you can. Is there been a point this year specifically that you've been scared? Just something that happened? I know you're supposed to be on all the time, but was there one point where you might have been scared something might have happened?
Esteban?
Scared of speed.
Nine.
Scared of Red Bull, somebody said. Anybody?
Well, I mean, obviously Formula One has a lot of speed, and we are racing on the limit. And
I think he was scared from his girlfriend last time. This is what he told me. I don't know.
what about yours?
I don't have one.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, we've already got to the girlfriend. So that's going to be interesting.
Next question.
Who was the man who asked that question? Here's a hat. Oh, there you go. This man's got his Caterham shirt on. Let's get him in. Got his Caterham jacket on. All good.
Perez, en el próximo año, en perfecto mundo, ¿qué te gustaría?
There's no problem if I reply in Spanish?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
Okay.
Help us because we're not all perfect speakers. So.
Un equipo que me dé la oportunidad de ganar carreras, de estar en el podium, los podiums que tanto he extrañado este año. Espero poder visitarlos más el próximo año.
Excelente, gracias.
Okay, let's go back. We've got the mic approximation. The man next to you. So, yeah. Check just quickly for the English speakers. Just give us a Bracy.
Well, the question was that what will be the ideal situation for me for next year? And what I say is a team that gives me the opportunity to fight for podiums, the ones that I missed so much this year. Because hopefully I can get one before the end of the season, but if we're realistic, we're a bit far. So yeah, a team that can give me the opportunity to fight for podiums.
That reminds me, but Sunday. That reminds me. I want to thank you. He ruined my couch in Malaysia because I'm sure, like you were jumping up and down, going, "Come on!" Right, that was brilliant. So you ruined my couch, but that's okay. Where are we?
I got it.
Here we go. We got a Ferrari man.
Yeah, this is for Adrian. Hey, you shown good form all year long. How has the tires changed, hurt you, or help you this year? Tell me about that.
It was quite a good start of the season. I think we were pretty strong, yeah, for a small team still. We're running good in the front, and we had the tire change mid of the season. Didn't really help us, but so we lost a bit of performance. We were out of the points a couple of races, and just the handling of the car was very, very difficult and very hard to drive, very hard to keep it on the circuit. But now I think we understood a little bit to how manage it as best as possible. And the last two races were quite successful. At the moment, we're just focusing on saving the sixth position. But also, we caught up to McLaren in the Constructor Championship. So, well, it's two races, it's 18 points ahead. But I think you have to push on. Maybe it's possible, maybe we can catch them. But gonna be tough, but we try our best.
There's a guy with an iPhone who's about to collapse if he doesn't get asked. Okay, I know. We'll get the microphone to you.
Thank you very much.
Has everybody got drinks? Everybody happy?
Hey,
Good. Let's go.
Drake Austin Amber. Pastor, where are you driving next year?
Hi.
I like a man who gets straight to the point.
Hello, everyone. So, yeah, that's tough question. I think we are working really hard just to solve my situation. As everyone knows, I'm leaving Williams, and I hope to have the clear answer and a good team just to back to the victories next year.
This gentleman at the front is desperate for a question too. The man in the blue shirt. Yeah, I can pass around if you want.
Thank you. This question's for Alexander. First, though, I would like to say bienvenidos a ustedes que hablan español. Guten Abend, willkommen.
Wow.
Now that we have an American back in Formula One, which is really exciting, it wasn't that long ago that Ford and Honda and Toyota, not American, but it wasn't just like the big exotic car names that were in Formula One. We had American manufacturers. And I'd like to maybe see some back. And I know this is probably not a question that I can direct to you, but you may have the context. What do you think about an American manufacturer getting back into F1?
I think that would be fantastic, and I don't really see why there's a reason why that couldn't happen with the technology and such that we have in the States and the IndyCar experience and knowledge that Chevy has, for example. I don't see why that couldn't happen. I think that would just even further enhance Formula One in America. Having a race is one thing, having a race driver is another thing, but having a manufacturer and a team, I think, would really kind of catapult kind of the Formula One audience in America, and I think that it could happen, and hopefully it does in the next 10 years or so.
Thank you.
Tesla. I like that. Why not Tesla? Okay, well, go for it.
I have a question for Esteban Gutierrez. First of all, I want to compliment you on your excellent form, both in qualifying and in racecraft, the last part of the season. How would you describe it, and what do you think is responsible for it?
Well, there are various things that played a role on that difference. I mean, at the beginning, as a rookie, you start a little bit conservative. I recognize that I was a bit conservative at the beginning. And then through the experience through the year, I mean, you basically gain more confidence. And everything around the team goes into a conservative way, because obviously the team wants to also protect you a little bit. But then you get to a point where you have to change the whole strategy to really put yourself under pressure and put yourself on really a lot on the limits, because you know that in Formula One there is no margin to give away a few tenths. I mean, it can make a big difference between Q1 and Q2 and even Q3. So basically, we changed everything in Singapore, and it worked pretty well. And we're trying to be consistent in the last few races, and this is how we plan to be in the last two.
Okay. Guys, I just want to get a couple from the back. It's not that, I want to make sure everybody gets a look in. So, girls, can you just take the mic to whoever you see? There's right at the back there. Come on, let's get them in. How you doing in the cheap seats?
All right. Hey.
They still got beer back there.
Somebody mentioned beer.
You have to get here early, you see.
Hey, I'm gonna break the rules
and
ask a question to all the drivers.
No, now you see.
No, it's very simple.
That's why you're at the back. You know that, don't you?
No, it's very simple. They all look very.
Come on, then.
They all look very thirsty. I would like to buy them a drink.
Oh, well.
Let's go now.
Perfect. Good night. No. Well, that was not a bad question. Have you got another?
No, seriously.
Right. Just okay. No, seriously. Would anybody like? They've got water. There's a man in front of you. Let's get him as well while the mic's up there.
Next year, when the new car comes out, is it going to level the playing field? Do you think everybody is going to be back in contention again, like in the beginning of the season? Is the competition going to be better?
That's a good question. Adrian, maybe?
I missed this one, please.
Okay. Let me help.
You have to ask me a little bit more. I fall asleep here.
Will the new cars next year, the new rules next year, will it make it more of a level playing field for Formula One?
Yes. Always rule changes are good for the sport. I think it gives small teams the opportunity to do very, very great and probably go on the podium or have special results. So I expect a similar thing happening next year, especially at the beginning of the season. And yeah, it's exciting. It's a V6 engine, turbocharged, double Curse energy. So the engines change a lot, and also the amount of fuel we have is just 33% less than this year almost. That's a big task to handle. But we will see, and we try to make the most out of it. It's exciting. So we have seen, I think 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago, when we had the rule change to cut it down with the aerodynamic, it messed up the field a little bit, and different teams were in the front, and that's good, especially for smaller teams. On the long term, I think it's always the same. The big team's gonna improve, and they will be in the front again. And but as we know, the FIA, they will change the rules very quickly again, and so it will start all again.
Well, while we're getting the mic to the next person, I want to add to that. weight limit. That was a question that came up on Twitter last night that was tweeted in. You all are really tall guys. Let's ask Matt Pastor. Is it something that you kind of are thinking about for next year? That you know you're going to have to be as lean and mean as you possibly can.
Yeah, especially for the weight. You know, I think as you can see, all of us we are quite fit and ready to change even the approach if we need to change. You know, just to help the team and to help the performance for the car. And yeah, we are full ready to react if we need. But I think we are okay.
Alex, is something we talked about before. It is one of those things. You're a tall guy, and it's one of those things coming up through the ranks. And I would have thought when you started in Formula BMW, that was a tough thing.
Yeah, it was. I think the height isn't so much of an issue, but like Pastor said, the weight. I mean, it's the lighter you are, the better you are. So I mean, you just have to be quite careful with it. And while you want to be light, you kind of don't want to be too light because then you'll start having issues with getting sick and such. So I mean, it's a bit of a balance like everything. But I mean, as long as you're not going and eating like chicken wings every night, it's all good.
Chicken wings, that's what I've got to avoid. Right, got it. No chicken wings. Got a gentleman at the front here.
Okay, congratulations to everyone. Checo, we know you always do your best, but this is a team effort. Specifically, what would you ask for your car to do better on this Sunday?
What do
you want your car to perform better?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wish a bit more downforce. I wish we could have a bit more downforce, so which is very difficult. That's why we don't expect big changes. I think most of the teams, if not all, they have stopped development a couple of weeks ago, focusing for next year as the rules change so much. So I don't think there is big changes. There are not going to be big changes, at least not for us. We're not bringing anything new for this weekend. So yeah, hopefully we get the maximum. This track is a bit similar to India. So in India we did pretty well. The tracks with our car a bit better than others. So I think we can be in a good position.
Shirt or a hat? All right. There you go. I want one of those. Right, what we got? Come on. Okay, we'll get the microphone too. You got it back?
Brenda has it on that side.
There's one. There's a micro. Okay.
Brenda.
While we've got a microphone
Hello?
over here, and let's get one down this side too. Just pass it to this gentleman. There you go. This is awful. I hate to be the opposite.
Okay, this is. My question is to the Latin American drivers. We've seen a resurgence in recent years of Latin American drivers in F1, where there was a bit of a dearth for a few years. What do you attribute that resurgence to?
Yeah, I don't know if everybody heard that, but he's saying to the South American drivers, there's been a resurgence now of more South American drivers of late. Would you say there's a reason for that, particularly? Or is it just sort of coincidence that, excuse me, Latin America, that's come through?
Well, as more drivers you have in Formula One that are from Latin America, this makes a huge impact on the interest, obviously naturally from the young people coming into karting, and all of this is part of the passion that we share, and it transmits to the people in our countries.
Cool.
Okay, my next question. Yeah, this is for all the drivers. They've been trying to add 2 more races to the calendar, and I know some teams say that it's outrageous or it's crazy to just, have more races. But you, as the drivers, do you think that it will be better because you have more races, and at the same time, it's more advantage to get points, so then you can do even better in the constructor or the race for the points yourself, since you're gonna have 50 points more to collect for all of you?
Pick a back. Who wants that? Nobody.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm not the correct person to answer this, to be honest, because I don't race.
He'll race anywhere, anytime. He's just ready.
Yeah.
He's chomping at the bit. He's going racing after this, right?
Yeah, actually,
He's going karting.
Yeah. I think that while it provides an opportunity to score more points, I think everyone has that opportunity. So I think it's the same. And I don't think that an extra 2 races will kind of make or break whether the travel is too much. I think it's quite a lot already. So I mean, I think it's quite cool to go to new tracks, especially new countries, and see what it's all about. And Austin seems to work out quite all right. So there's no reason why an extra 2 races would cause any drama.
All right, hang on. got one at the back here. This man jumping up and down. Here you go. Here's a mic for you.
Question for Alexander Rossi.
Yep.
Obviously, as an American, I would love to see you start racing, as soon as possible. So tomorrow's or Friday is FP1, and obviously you have to perform there. But I mean, what are your next steps? I mean, we're really gunning for you. So what's your plan?
The first plan is going karting, like I said, and then going to bed. But no, yeah, obviously Friday is quite a big deal for me, and I think for a lot of you guys here, and it's so cool that I'll be able to drive it home. And kind of the last time I drove a Formula car in America was when I left America to go race in Europe, and now that I get to come back here and drive in a Grand Prix car, it's quite special. But in terms of what's going to happen, I think that the team has a lot to focus on right now with trying to get back 10th in the Constructors' Championship, and we all know how difficult these couple months are for everyone involved. So in terms of what's going to happen, I honestly have no idea. So just taking it day by day, and at this point, hour by hour.
Okay, I'm just going to...
Jonathan, I'm in the back right here. I have a couple of people that have some questions right quick.
All right.
Okay.
I'll hold my thought for a second then. Go for it.
Well, first of all, I wanted to thank Sergio and Esteban for their participation and hopefully their increased success in Formula One. American race fans are, I'm sure, enjoying the Uno Mas practically commercial-free coverage of the F1 events. It's fantastic. I mean, we hear the open mics, we hear the conversations. Stay in there and use that to sell your rides, because you got a huge American and a growing American contingent of fans. Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
We have one more at the back, I think. Go ahead.
Me? Hi. I wanted to know...
Stand up. Oh, sorry.
I'm a girl. We're shorter.
Okay.
I wanted to know from the Williams team driver, do you have a strategy to do something about Red Bull? We're getting tired of them.
Where is she? Where is she? Is that...
Yeah, I mean, what we can do, it will be very difficult to stop them. I mean, we've been working quite hard this season. The results, they've been not like we were expected. Maybe it was much better last year, but yeah, Formula One is like that. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not. We need to learn from the mistakes and keep working for the future. I think for sure at the moment, Red Bull is the best team. We need to work hard to fight with them.
Okay, this gentleman here has been right from the start waiting to get a question, and he's been flailing.
Okay. I'm coming. I'm still in the back.
Okay, well, come on, Prue.
I've got one in the meantime.
Okay.
Alex Rossi, we hope to see you in Formula One next year, but do you have any interest in racing in any series in the United States?
It's only the World Wide Web. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, everyone's answering. No, I don't.
Last year at the track, actually, with the fans, and I saw the response that you had and how special, because also your family are such a big part. Your father's here tonight, I know that. My father's here tonight, and my mother too. Family is a big, important role. If you want to chase that dream, as Adrian was saying, and what you guys are saying, you need that family support. You've got a big family. How important has that been to you?
Yes, and I'm very grateful for that, because to be honest, from the beginning, I mean, obviously, you're very young, and from Latin America, you have to leave to Europe. You have to go to where the heart of racing is, which is in Europe, and you have to leave your family behind. You have to leave your friends and many things back home, and it's something that takes a little bit of time to accept. I mean, obviously you have a dream, and you want to pursue that dream, and you only think about that dream, but at the same time you are there and you're living the reality, and sometimes it comes back to you, and you think, and you have to go through a process. I mean, even though you are doing what you love and you are doing things that are pretty amazing and unique, you still have a life and you still have feelings, and the family, when you can complement all of this with the support of your family and the understanding of every brother I have and my sister, it's pretty special. It keeps you moving forward, and also the fans, the supporters, which give us a lot of motivation, all over from the world, and especially from Mexico and Latin America.
And I'm sure the same is true. Pastor, in Venezuela, you're so adored, and I know you don't get a lot of chance to be there with them and share it with your fans because you are traveling around the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's quite hard, especially because we are all far away from home, far away from our family. As Latin American, we are quite close to our family always, and yeah, it's very hard to support that, especially as Esteban says, we left home quite young. I was, I think, 12 years old when I went to Europe to race in go-kart. Since that time, it was quite hard to be often in my country, but every year, when I have some time, some week off, I stray back home and try to enjoy with my people, my friends, my family, my free time.
Okay, the gentleman right here.
So a question is for Adrian. Since the midpoint in the season, Force India has been doing much better, more competitive. So when you think about what's caused you to be more competitive, how much of that is down to just getting the setup and reading the track right? How much of it is team dynamics? How much it is in car improvements? Where do you think the changes are coming from in the improvement?
Well, we started strong, then we had a dip in the middle of the season, and then now it's getting a little bit better. But as I explained before, the tires were quite difficult to handle in the mid-season when they changed it. For others, it was more at the beginning of the season. For us, it was an advantage that the tire spec we had early on, and it goes quickly in Formula One. You change a little bit, and it's incredible sometimes. Small little changes make such a big difference because it's a chain reaction. You have one screw a little bit different adjusted there, and it makes a difference on the tire wear, and you need an extra pit stop in the race. It just multiplies everything. And so we didn't really change a lot. We had just tried different setups, went a bit too extreme on one side and the other, and made everything even worse. And then suddenly you find yourself struggling even to go into the second qualifying section, or so you're just absolutely nowhere. But the midfield is very tight. Within 3/10, you are from P11 to P17, and that is Q1 out of it already. So we have to push and really make everything so perfect to move into the second qualifying section. And once you're in there, people think, oh, it's not too bad. So it's sometimes just a little detail here and there. But now, yeah, we're just making the most out of our package, what we have actually. We didn't change much. We understood a little bit more the tires. We're a bit better. We could do a one-stop strategy in the last 2 races. No one else did for some reason, and that brought us forward quite a lot. So that's the reason.
Got a question for Esteban. Now that you're in Formula One for the first year, what is the best, or how would you describe it, your best experience on that transition, and what would be the hardest thing that you have to face on that transition?
The most special thing in Formula One is that you compete against the best guest drivers, the best mechanics, best engineers, and that makes the level of competition pretty high. And when you start as a rookie and you face the reality of that competition, and sometimes you go through difficult moments, to really be able to cope with all of the pressure and to switch things in a very quickly way, it's all within our minds, and it's pretty special the way you experiment sometimes yourself, and this as a challenge, it takes the experience into a very special stage. So it's something that I really had enjoyed, and I'm really looking working on my abilities and my skills to go forward and to improve on every aspect of my career.
Maldonado. My question is regarding the tire change. It seems that Red Bull wasn't doing as well before the tire change, and then after they really gained some, performance there. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I think so many teams suffer that transition between the beginning of the season tires and the actual tires. They change a lot. I mean, Pirelli are very sensitive. That tires are very difficult to understand for the driver, for the engineers. The working range is very small. And the team who discover or who achieve the target from the tires, for sure it was more easy for them to make the difference on track. And some other teams were suffering more, you know, but for sure I think tires are key now, you know, to the final result. And most of the team are working very hard to try to understand more and more every day the tires to make them work better and better.
Thank you.
Pastor, another question for you. In your opinion, who was the best driver, Schumacher or Senna?
Senna, in my opinion.
Okay, we're getting to the end of it. I'd just like to do one more thing, though, because I have just had the magic of my pocket. I think this is going to be a pretty important race for this man here, so I would like you to sign this one and give it away to a fan. And have you got a question?
Yes.
No.
Which has been my best result in Formula One and when? Yeah, they got it right. It was in Malaysia my first time.
It's the young lady, I think, at the back.
Oh, yeah?
It was the lady at the back. Bring her forth. She's got a ticket to go and see Checo out on Friday. Not a bad effort, but you don't get my pen. Hey, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. There you go. Look at that. Now, that's a good day spent. Guys, thanks very much for coming. These guys have all got more commitments. Rossi's going karting, and he's got to get some early sleep because he's got to, you know, all the rest of it. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy.
Hashtag FOTA Forum.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like to thank all the drivers for attending, and a special thanks to Jonathan Green, our host. Show my hand, please.